Region 2 2A important ball game here as the Blue Devils come in tied for first in this particular game. Win over the Wolverines will enhance that to keep them in that tie as they head into the final week of the series of the season, and as they try to prepare to make the playoffs here. Games they have remaining against the region foes include Mississippi School of Math and Sciences. They have a doubleheader scheduled against them next Saturday. They also still have to play the Eupora Eagles one more time, Okolona, and the Ackerman Indians in the final game of the regular season next Monday, the 15th. But tonight, the Blue Devils will be playing the East Webster Wolverines, and let's give you the starting lineup now for the East Webster Wolverines. Leading off and playing left field will be number 24, Dusty Womack. Batting second, playing first base, number 22, Neil Sanders. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 8, Robbie Gilliard. Batting cleanup, number 10, the third baseman, Blake Reed. Batting fifth, number 15, Cody Carden, the designated hitter. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 12, Jonathan Frost. Batting seventh, number 9, Eric Johnson, the pitcher. Batting eighth, number 20, the right fielder, Brent Miles. And batting ninth, number 7, Daniel Fancher, the center fielder. Now their starting lineup for the Blue Devils tonight. Leading off and playing catcher, number 20, Brandon Hawkins. Batting second, number 8, the third baseman, Jason Langdon. Batting third, the pitcher, number 10, Charlie Edwards. Batting cleanup will be the designated hitter, number 5, Corey Williamson. Corey will be DHing for the right fielder, number 1, Michael Savage. Batting fifth will be number 11, the center fielder, David Martin. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 12, Drew McGee. Batting second baseman, number 21, Matt Craven. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 3, Ward Walker. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 19, Byron Surratt.
Well, Doug, a good cool evening, crisp spring evening for a good region baseball game between Water Valley and East Webster. Of course, Water Valley winning the first game in a big way, and hopefully we'll have a repeat tonight here.
Definitely the case. My memory leaves me as what the exact score was. Something like 15-0, something in that range, I believe. Somewhere along the line.
I do have the scores, and I'll get those momentarily. But yeah, it was I believe it was a 5-inning game, if memory serves me right.
I believe that to be the case.
Could be brisk before the night over. They're calling for actually some spotty frost throughout the night. Of course, that really won't occur until later in the wee morning hours. But could get pretty nippy before the night is over with here at the baseball park.
Yeah, we're kind of down in a hole here back behind the high school, and the wind is kind of switched around now, coming from behind us out of the north. Not real stiff breeze, kind of blowing into the batters, but it's definitely cooled down, especially as the sun has begun to slip behind the cloud, behind the horizon. And before this thing is over with, it may be really cool.
I noticed some of the fans, they've got a heating unit over there in front of them, so they're prepared for the night.
Don't want to get too cold. We're about ready to get this thing underway here. It begins to look like. Number 10, Charlie Edwards will be pitching tonight for the Blue Devils. And Dusty Womack, the leadoff batter for the East Webster Wolverines, steps up, takes the first pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 the count now on Womack. Low ball 2. Catcher number 20, Brandon Hawkins. Jason Langdon at the hot corner at third. Ward Walker at short. Matt Craven at second. And Drew McGee at first. Call strike from Edwards. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now on the left fielder, Womack. Ball three. 3-1 the count now on the Wolverine left fielder. Hits the ball toward the shortstop. Ward Walker fields it, throws across, and McGehee unable to come up with the ball. And I believe Womack will reach on the misplay. Call it E3. First baseman Neil Sanders, number 22, now the batter for the Wolverines. Runner on at first after the error. Sanders the left-hander. Call strike from Edwards. Edwards throws over to Hole Womack on at first. In the dirt, and Womack takes off for second, and he will have it on the ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the count to Sanders. Gilliard on deck. Bouncer toward the shortstop. Walker picks it up, throws across, drags McGehee off the bag, but he's able to get back on for the out. 6-3 on the putout. Gilliard, the batter, the shortstop, number 8. 1 out in the inning, runner at second base. Strike on the outside corner from Edwards. Low, ball 1. Low it inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to the Wolverine shortstop. Hits it solidly in the air to right center field, and that's gone. It's a home run for Gillett. Two-run shot here gets the Wolverines on the board first. Brings up the third baseman, number 10, Blake Reed. Number 15, the designated hitter, Cody Carden, on deck. 1 out in the inning, 2 runs in. Ball on the outside. 1 ball, no strike to count now to Reed. Strike on the outside corner from Edwards. Foul ball off to the first base side. Strike 2. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Reed, the Wolverine third baseman. Hit sharply to shortstop, and a bad hop goes over the head of Walker out into center field, and Reed is on with a bad hop single. Number 15, the designated hitter, Cody Carden, on the batter. Jonathan Frost, the catcher, on deck.
want to mention that the Upora game, which was rescheduled for Monday, has been rescheduled once again. Pass that along to fans. It's going to be scheduled for next Saturday.
Triple header on Saturday. Don't see that often.
Not too often. Of course, it's truly a doubleheader against the School for Math and Science, and then following that game, I think about 4 o'clock approximate time.
Inside the ball. Reed takes off for second on the pass ball.
And then they'll play Upora. Of course, all 3 games being region games.
Of course, then the Blue Devils will finish out the regular season on Monday the 15th with a game here against the Ackerman Indians. Ball. Edwards hits one toward the shortstop. Walker fields, goes across with the throw for the putout. Out number 2. 6-3 on the putout. That brings up the catcher, Jonathan Frost. Pitcher, Eric Johnson on deck. 2 outs. 2 runs in. Man at second is Reed. And Frost hits one in the air. And it's gone again. And the Wolverines go to the power attack here as they get 2 two-run homers and are on the board 4-0 here in the top of the first. Charlie Edwards doesn't seem to be fooling the Wolverines with anything he's bringing tonight. Wolverine pitcher number 9, Eric Johnson, the batter now. Brent Miles, the left fielder, on deck. 2 outs, 4 runs in. Low outside, ball 1. Low, ball 2. Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count from Edwards. Foul ball as he hits one right into the East Webster dugout. 2-2 to count now. Edwards delivers. Fouled off again back over behind the East Webster dugout. Foul back out of play. 2-2. Ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the pitcher, Eric Johnson. Johnson hits one back toward the pitcher. Edwards fields, throws to first base, and he's out. 1-3 on the putout, but the Wolverines put 4 on the board in the bottom or the top of the first, and we'll be back with the Blue Devils at bat right after this.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
All Brandon Hawkins leading thing off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the first inning of play. He fouls one off down the first baseline in Coach Mix's general direction. Make sure he's awake down there. 0-1 count on Hawkins. Inside ball one. Eric Johnson, the pitcher for the Wolverines, as his teammates have staked him to a 4-0 lead going into the bottom of the first inning. Devils trying to get something started here to answer those 4 runs that the Wolverines put on the board via the 2-run home runs. 2 of them put up by East Webster. Strike 2 on Hawkins. Number 8, Jason Langdon on deck, the Blue Devil third baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hawkins goes down on strikes. Langdon, the batter, Charlie Edwards on deck. Jason Langdon batting .231 on the year, 26 at bats. Scored 7 runs, had 6 total hits. He struck out twice, walked 3 times. Strike at the knees. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Got him looking, call strike 3. Charlie Edwards, the batter. Corey Williamson on deck. 2 outs in the inning. Charlie having a pretty good year so far. According to my stat sheet, Charlie's got a .441 average going, having had 59 at-bats. Scored 19 runs, has a total of 26 hits on the year, 17 singles, 5 doubles, 2 triples, and a couple of homers. 9 runs batted in, and has walked 5 times. Only struck out 6. Fouls it back out of play.
East Webster, Webster brought a pretty nice little crowd here on a cool evening.
Johnson set to deliver for the Wolverines. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 2 on the Blue Devils, Charlie Edwards. Two outs in the inning. Nobody on. East Webster Wolverines staked to a 4-0 lead via 2 2-run homers. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the Blue Devils go down in order 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. 4-0 is your score in favor of the Wolverines. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this.
Every time you enter your bank, do the people seem glad to see you? Do they know your name? More importantly, do you know theirs? All banks offer nearly the same service, but it's the people that make the difference. And Mechanics has the people. We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Lafayette and Yalobusha counties since 1892, and that means counting on us to always be there. Stop by any one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. You'll be glad you did, and so will we.
Carnage Drugstore, family owned and operated since 1905, is located in the heart of downtown Water Valley, offering over-the-counter medications, greeting cards, chinaware, Bibles, and children's books, and the latest in soaps. Vegetable glycerine soap and oleo soap expressions are available in several remarkable fragrances and exciting designs. Their snack bar has your favorite drinks and snacks. Stop in at the only locally owned drugstore, Turnage Drugstore, guardian of your health since 1905.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suites by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suites by Ashley, Berkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
For the East Webster Wolverines will lead things off here, followed by number 7, the center fielder, Daniel Fancher, and then leading the leadoff man, number 24, Dusty Womack. Blue Devils now ready to get things underway here as Charlie Edwards takes it to the mound. Low ball one. Excuse me. Edwards looking to improve on his performance of the first inning. Low ball two. Edwards trying to keep the ball down. Strike at the knees. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike two, rather. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Miles, the Wolverine right fielder. Foul back over the press box. 2-2. Low ball 3. Full count now. Foul tip. Still full count. Ball 4, and Miles takes his base via the walk. Fancher, the batter, Womack on deck. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Real close there at first as Miles was just there in time. This time he manages to get the bunt down. Edwards barehands it and makes a bad throw to first. Runner's going to advance to third. You got first and third with nobody out off of a sacrifice bunt. Womack the batter. Womack reached on an error the first time. High ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Womack. In the dirt. Ball 2. Strike called. Ball goes through. I don't understand what happened there, but the run comes around to score. And the runner advances all the way to third. Womack, still your batter here. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, I believe, on Fancher. Womack. He hits it solidly to the shortstop, and through the wicket it goes. E6. Run scores on the error. 6-0 East Webster. And the Blue Devils are digging themselves a big hole.
Real quick.
Sanders the batter. Gillette on deck. Strike 1. Last time up, Sanders grounded out short. One ball, 1 strike. High fly ball to center field, and David Martin is there at the fence to corral it and to hold it in. That one had possibilities, but the ballpark was big enough to hold it. First out of the inning, a fly out to center. Gillett, the batter. Reed on deck. 1 out. Strike call. Excuse me. Runner on it first in the form of Womack. Ball called. Throw is there. They call him safe. I thought the throw beat him there. I don't know whether the ball was dropped or what, but the runner's safe.
I believe you got a break there, Doug.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Strike. One ball, 2 strikes to count now to Gillett. Pounds it on the ground toward the first base side. Edwards makes the play. 1-3 on the putout. Womack moves to third. 2 outs now in the inning. Blake Reed, the batter, Carden on deck. Last time up, Reed reached. Strike. High, ball 1. Strike 2, the call on Reed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now on the third baseman for the Wolverines. Call ball, strike three, struck him out. But the Wolverines put two on the plate, and they're unearned, and those hurt. We'll be back with the Blue Devils in the bottom of the second inning right after this.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Corey Williamson leading things over in the bottom of the second. Williamson smacks it back up toward the center. Shortstop fields it, throws, gets him at first. Nice play there by the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout. Brings up David Martin, Drew McGehee on deck. David Martin has really been having a strong senior season this year. David batting .431 on the season, 51 at bats. He has scored 20 runs and 22 total hits. Struck out 6 times, walked 12 times, been hit by a pitch, and has 3 sacrifice flies. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Martin hits it toward the shortstop, off of his body and back towards second base, and Martin is on with the error on the shortstop, E6. Drew McGehee, the batter, Matt Craven on deck. One out. 6-0 your score in favor of the East Webster Wolverines. Low, ball one. High, ball two. High, ball two. Strike one on the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Strike two called. Full count now for McGehee. Ball gets away from the first baseman. Martin takes off for second base, and is in ahead of the throw. Nice hustle there by Martin.
Doug, the Devils beat the East Webster Wolverines 16-3 earlier in the season. Quite a big difference as of right now.
Definitely the case. Martin at second. McGehee hits one back up toward the second baseman. Second baseman up with it, makes the throw across. Martin moves to third. 2 outs in the inning now. Matt Craven, the batter. Ward Walker on deck. 2 outs.
Devils are currently standing at 6-2 in region play. So obviously, Doug, this is a very important game for the Devils to continue on with that record to make it into the playoffs.
Call strike on Matt Craven. Craven fouls it off down the first baseline. Out of play.
4 more games left in region play after tonight, Doug. So each and every game really so important for the Devils to win, to get into those 2 spots for the playoffs.
High ball 2. Excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Matt Craven. Believable second baseman. Ward Walker on deck. Craven fouls it off. David Martin stands at third. Craven hits it right at the first baseman for the out. That's the end of the second inning of play. At 2 complete, we have a score of 6-0 in favor of the East Webster Wolverines. We'll be back with the third right after this.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suites by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suites by Ashley, Burkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
Turnage Drugstore, family owned and operated since 1905, is located in the heart of downtown Water Valley, offering over-the-counter medications, greeting cards, chinaware, Bibles, and children's books, and the latest in soaps. Vegetable glycerine soap and oleo soap expressions are available in several remarkable fragrances and exciting designs. Their snack bar has your favorite drinks and snacks. Stop in at the only locally owned drugstore, Turnage Drugstore, guardian of your health since 1905.
Buying a home is the biggest investment and the most important decision most families ever make. At Mechanics, our goal is to guide you through the loan process as quickly as possible, while providing the hands-on experience and friendly service you've come to expect from us since 1892. Come by one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. Let Mechanics Bank help you invest in a friendly future.
Top of the third inning of play. Designated hitter Cody Carden hits one toward the third baseman. Langdon up with it. Cross. McGehee unable to come up with it. And errors have also been a big factor in the 6 runs tonight. Jonathan Frost, the catcher, up to bat now. Eric Johnson, the pitcher, on deck. 1 run on. Low ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bouncer to the third baseman, Langdon to Craven. Back across, and he's safe as they miss the double play opportunity, but they get the lead runner. Frost reaches on the fielder's choice. Johnson, the batter, Miles on deck. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Ooh, another close play at first. It's Brendan Hawkins with the quick throw down there. Makes him get back. One strike on the pitcher, Johnson. Edwards drives him back with the toss over. Johnson, bouncer to Walker, to Craven. They get the force. Six 4. Johnson reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning now. Brent Miles, the batter. Daniel Fancher on deck. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bunt goes down the third base line. Langdon fields. Oh, they call him safe. And there was nobody covering third, so the runner advances. Miles reaches on the bunt. Fancher, the batter. Womack on deck. Runners in first and third with 2 outs. Strike one called. Strike two on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that's the end of the top of the third inning. No runs this time as Edwards is able to hold them scoreless. 6-0 your score going to the bottom of the third. We'll be back with that after this.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Shortstop Ward Walker steps in to lead off the bottom of the third. Hits it right to the shortstop and too hot to handle. Walker is on. E6. Byron Surratt the batter. Brendan Hawkins on deck. Low and outside. Ball two. Surratt squares around the bunt. Bunts it toward the pitcher. Pitcher's only play is first. Wild throw. Calls him safe. He didn't make the turn to the inside. Walker goes to third. Surratt is on at first. Now Brandon Hawkins the batter.
We have certainly
Jason Langdon on deck.
we have certainly seen our share of wild throws to first base tonight, haven't we?
Definitely the case. Low. Surratt is there. The throw goes through, and Walker will come home on the throw. The Devils are on the board. And the East Webster coach calls for a conference. I'd like to call for a conference too. Somebody'd bring me a heater.
Yeah, that would sound pretty good, wouldn't it?
I was hot most of the afternoon at work, and now I'm about to freeze to death up here. Well, it ain't that cold, but it definitely is not warm at all.
I don't believe we were this cold during football season.
Brandon Hawkins, the Blue Devil catcher, will be the batter. Jason Langdon on deck. Nobody out. Runner on at second in the person of Byron Surratt, who got it on via the bunt and stole second. The throw through was mishandled, and Ward Walker scored on that. Low ball one. And now it seems as though maybe on the second round through, the Blue Devil batters will be able to get their eye adjusted to whatever it is Johnson was doing the first time through, and maybe they can hit the ball a little better. Swing and a miss, strike one. Hawkins struck out his first time at bat. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now to Hawkins. Hawkins hits it toward the shortstop on a hop. Throw goes over to first, and he is out at first, but the runner advances to third. Langdon the batter, Charlie Edwards on deck, 1 out. Langdon's first time at bat, he struck out. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Surratt will score.
Good eye there, good eye.
Surratt scores on the pass ball. Langdon now has the field open. 2 runs in for the Devils. 1 out. And Charlie Edwards on deck. Foul ball. Price sets, delivers. Low. Langdon will reach. Charlie Edwards the batter. Corey Williamson on deck.
This has definitely been an era-filled inning for the Wolverines.
There, Langdon on at first now. Charlie Edwards the batter. Williamson on deck. As Charlie tries to help his own cause, as Charlie struck out last time as well, looking to try and get some runners into scoring position here, maybe get some across the plate and get the Devils back in this contest. They're trailing now 6-2. Strike one call. Bounces it to the plate. Ball one. One count. Edwards fouls it back. Johnson back on the mound now, set to deliver. Langdon at first. Edwards toward the third baseman. Third baseman up with it. Makes a wild throw towards second. Oh, and they managed to get him out. I thought he came off the bag, but they call him out at second. Edwards reaches. Corey Williamson the batter now. 2 outs in the inning. Edwards at first base. David Martin on deck. Low, ball one. Foul ball. And Edwards was off on the move. One ball, one strike to count now to Corey Williamson. Strike two. Two the count now. High. And Edwards is in safely with a stolen base. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Corey Williamson. Oh, in the dirt. Full count now to Williamson. 2 outs, 2 runners in for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils trying to creep a little closer with a runner at second, and Charlie Edwards. Low, ball 4, and Williamson will get on base via the walk. David Martin, the batter. Drew McGehee on deck. Strike one at the knees. 2-1 to count to Martin. Martin grounds it toward the shortstop. Third baseman comes up with it, and he calls him out. And that's it. The Blue Devils get on the board, however, with 2 runs at the end of 3 complete. It's 6-2 East Webster. We'll be back with the top of the 4th right after this.
Turnage Drugstore, family owned and operated since 1905, is located in the heart of downtown Water Valley, offering over-the-counter medications, greeting cards, chinaware, Bibles, and children's books, and the latest in soaps. Vegetable glycerine soaps and oleo soap expressions are available in several remarkable fragrances and exciting designs. Their snack bar has your favorite drinks and snacks. Stop in at the only locally owned drugstore, Turnage Drugstore, guardian of your health since 1905.
Every time you enter your bank, do the people seem glad to see you? Do they know your name? More importantly, do you know theirs? All banks offer nearly the same service, but it's the people that make the difference. And Mechanics has the people. We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Lafayette and Yalobusha counties since 1892, and that means counting on us to always be there. Stop by any one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. You'll be glad you did, and so will we.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suits by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suits by Ashley, Burke Line and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
Top of the 4th inning of play here. Leading things off for East Webster, the leadoff man, left fielder, number 24, Dusty Womack, followed by Sanders and Gillard. Strike called on the inside corner from Charlie Edwards. This being the 4th inning, and this is Womack's 3rd at bat. Ball 1. 1-1 strike, the count now to Womack. He's reached twice on errors and scored once. Sharply hit up through the center for a single. Sanders the batter, Gillett on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, the count now to Sanders. Womack on it first. Ball off the end of the bat, hit into shallow left field. And I think Coach Higdon has seen enough. Runners on first and second. Khalid the batter. Reed on deck. And I believe that's going to be all for Mr. Edwards. That is going to be the case. Drew McGehee will come in. Some defensive changes will go on. Drew McGehee comes into the ball game. Jeff Eubanks will come in to play first. Michael Savage will come out of the game.
For all of you that missed the Bruce Water Valley game that Drew pitched, he pitched one heck of a game.
For a total of 59 pitches and 6 innings pitched, he faced 2 over the minimum, gave up a 2-hitter, 2-hit shutout, struck out 8. Nice pitching performance by Drew. Jeff, Michael will come out. Jeff will go into his place, take his spot defensively. Corey Williamson will still be the designated hitter. Let's see. How he's going to work that around. I know Jeff will go to first.
There's always some changes. Doug, we'll take a break here, and we'll figure all this out then.
All right.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Gillett singles to left. Bases full of Wolverines. As Gillett reached McGehee with a hit. Blake Reed, the batter. Cody Carden on deck. Nobody out. Eubanks at first. McGehee to the mound. Edwards to third. Jason Langdon to right field. Swing and a miss. I think he actually called that a foul tip, but
results are the same, right?
Results are the same. It's a foul ball. Top of the 4th inning of play, 6-2 in favor of the East Webster Wolverines. Foul ball. Bases loaded and nobody out. Swing and a foul tip again, strike 2. Off the chest protector, Brandon Hawkins. High ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Reed. Foul ball. Carden on deck. Nobody out here. Top of the 4th inning of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Cody Carden, the batter. Jonathan Frost on deck. 1 out. Blue Devils hoping for a double play to get him out of the inning. Fouled off. Back out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count now. On Carden. Bases are loaded with one out. McGehee steps off, looks the runner back to third. Suicide squeeze, and he's out. Brandon Hawkins able to come up with it and tags the man out at the plate for the second out of the inning. Suicide squeeze was in order. The batter didn't put it into play. Carden still at bat now. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Drew trying to pitch himself out of a jam. In the air to center field. David Martin is there for the putout. And that's the third out of the inning. And this inning is history. No runs across as Drew comes in and shuts the door. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth inning of play as Drew will come to bat after this.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suits by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suits by Ashley, Berkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
Buying a home is the biggest investment and the most important decision most families ever make. At Mechanics, our goal is to guide you through the loan process as quickly as possible, while providing the hands-on experience and friendly service you've come to expect from us since 1892. Come by one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. Let Mechanics Bank help you invest in a friendly future.
Turnage Drugstore, family owned and operated since 1905, is located in the heart of downtown Water Valley, offering over-the-counter medications, greeting cards, chinaware, Bibles, and children's books, and the latest in soaps. Vegetable glycerine soaps and oleo soap expressions are available in several remarkable fragrances and exciting designs. Their snack bar has your favorite drinks and snacks. Stop in at the only locally owned drugstore, Turnage Drugstore, guardian of your health since 1905.
Things off for the Blue Devils here at the bottom of the fourth inning of play. Number 12, Drew McGehee, followed by Matt Craven and then Ward Walker. 6-2 is your score in favor of East Webster. East Webster got up on the Devils early with two two-run homers in the first inning, followed by a couple of unearned runs in the second. The Devils crawl back in it last inning with a couple of runs. They look to get back a little closer here. McGehee hits it to the second baseman, fields it cleanly up with it, and throws him out at first. 4-3 on the putout. Matt Craven the batter now. Ward Walker on deck. 1 out. Craven rolls one down the third baseline, foul. No balls, 1 strike to count now to Craven, the Blue Devils second baseman. Shortstop Walker on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Johnson, swing and a miss, strike 2, or strike 3 rather, struck him out. Ward Walker the batter, Byron Surratt on deck, 2 outs. Ball 1. Johnson set to deliver. Strike one on the corner. One ball, one strike. One ball, two strikes. High, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Walker. Walker down the left field line, foul. Walker pops it up in the infield. Third baseman catches it, and the Devils go down 1, 2, 3. No runs, and at the end of 4 complete, 6-2 is your score in favor of East Webster. We'll be back with the top of the 5th right after this.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
All right, leading off the top of the 5th inning of play here for the East Webster Wolverines, catcher Jonathan Frost, followed by the pitcher Eric Johnson, and the right fielder, number 20, Brent Miles. Excuse me. Drew McGehee on the mound now for the Blue Devils. Swing and a miss, strike one. Right at the shortstop, Walker manages it, and oh Lord, he throws it plumb out of the yard. And Frost motors on to second base on the throwing error.
I just don't think I've seen the games that we've seen this year, Doug. I don't believe I've seen quite that many bad throws to first base.
Johnson, the pitcher, to the batter now. Miles on deck, runner on to second. Ball one now to Johnson. Nobody out, runner to second. Ball two. Low, ball three. Strike one called. Strike two. Swinging, strike three, struck him out. Brent Miles, the batter. Fancher on deck. One out. Runner at second. Swing and a miss. Pops it straight up in the air. Hawkins had got too far under it and it landed behind him. Second strike.
I'm sure when he looked up, he was probably seeing more light than he was anything else.
Very likely. Struck him out on the curveball. Take a seat, Mr. Miles. Let Mr. Fancher see what he can do with McGee. Drew has come in, and in 2 innings of work, he's got 3 strikeouts. Foul ball as the ball gets past Hawkins at the catcher. Fancher looking to bunt. Runner at second. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Way out in front. Two strikes now on Fancher. Ring him up and send him home. McGee strikes out to side. And the Blue Devils are coming up in the bottom of the 5th, and we'll be back with that after this.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Bottom of the 5th inning now here, leading off for the Blue Devils, number 19 left fielder Byron Surratt, then followed by Brandon Hawkins and then Jason Langdon. As we get along here in the first part of April, a lot of things going on in spring sports now. Of course, you've got your baseball going on, and also spring football. The colleges are in full swing. Matter of fact, the Grove Bowl for the Rebels will be tomorrow afternoon, and the final scrimmage for the Bulldogs will be tomorrow afternoon as well, down at 12:30 in Starkville. The Maroon and White scrimmaging for the last time, as well as the Eli Manning and the Rebels scrimmaging in Oxford. Foul back.
As you're watching this game, they're probably scrimmaging at that particular time, or as they're watching the game on Saturday. So, lots going on. Of course, ladies softball is well underway. Matter of fact, the season is just about over.
Spring football at Water Valley will get underway starting, I think it is the 16th of April, as soon as baseball season is over with. Coach Drury and the coaching staff will get the Devils out there for spring football. See what they've got to work with as they get ready for next the 2002-2003 season, or the 2002 season in the fall.
Archie Manning was talking about he has a 3-minute program that airs on the Mississippi News Network each day, and he was talking about spring practice was his what he had talked about today.
Ow! It hit him in the buttocks.
And off to the first base he goes. But he was talking about spring practice. Of course, this was back in the 60s when he played, in the early 70s, that quite a bit of difference in the day. They didn't have the rules and regulation on how much time you could practice and all that. And he said fall practice was the easy stuff compared to the spring practice. Of course, it may be the other way around now, but it was interesting what he said about the spring practice versus fall practice back in the 60s and 70s when he was playing.
Byron Surratt now on first after being hit by the pitch. Brandon Hawkins the batter. Jason Langdon on deck. Ball goes through. Surratt will take off for second base and will make it on the pass ball.
And talking about softball a moment ago, Cable Channel 12, we are going to plan on covering one of the ladies softball games, and we had originally had intended to cover the Bruce game. We're not going to be able to do that, but our plans are to cover the Coffeyville game, which is the last game of the season for the Lady Devils.
In the dirt.
And that will come up the 9th. I believe that's what, next Thursday? Or no, next...
9th will be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, I'm sorry. And that will be at Coffeyville. JV game starts at 4, and varsity starts at 5.
Hawkins steps back in now. Surrett at first. Second, rather. Swing and a miss by Hawkins. Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon has struck out and grounded out to the shortstop. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck him out. Jason Langdon, the batter. Charlie Edwards on deck. 1 out. Surrett on at second base as the Devils try to piece together a rally here. Swing and a miss, foul ball.
Our next coverage of the Blue Devils will be next Saturday as they take on the Upora, which will be the last game of the triple hitter that we spoke of earlier. Water Valley having defeated Upora earlier in the season down at Upora.
7-3. Of course, I don't believe we faced Mr. Davis that day either.
So more than likely we will get to face him this next Saturday, as a matter of fact.
Low, ball 1.
But as right now we have another Webster team to worry about tonight, behind 6-2.
That's correct. Trailing 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Low, ball 3. And the coach here calls time. And tell you, I think what the coach is telling him is you really need to want to try and get this this batter here, because you don't want to put 2 men on for Edwards, Williamson, and Martin. This is the man you want to get right here. That'll move you to 2 outs with a man on, as opposed to 1 out with 2 men on, and the heart of the order coming up. Johnson stays in the ball game. Langdon steps in now. Strike 2 call. 2-2 the count now to Jason Langdon. Low, ball 3. That one skipped in. Full count now to Jason Langdon. Langdon hits it down over the third baseline, rolling, has to pick it up. He's got him hung up off second. Ball gets away from the second baseman, and Surrett is very lucky. He's safe at second. And Langdon makes it on to first. Now you've got men at first and second, 1 out, and Charlie Edwards the batter. Williamson on deck.
Devils could really use some hits here to get things going.
Charlie been struggling a little bit here recently, last couple of ball games. Wore the collar over at Bruce, was 0 for 0, and he's struck out tonight, and he did reach base his last at bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Edwards pops it up high, and it's going to be out of play, or not called at any rate. Strike two. Oh, 2 the count down to Edwards. One ball, or excuse me, runners on it, first and second, one out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Corey Williamson the batter. David Martin on deck. 2 outs. Williamson grounded out to short and walked. High ball one. Johnson steps off the mound, looks the runners back. Runners at first and second. Soretta and Langdon. And Corey Williamson slaps one to deep center field. It rolls all the way to the fence. 1 run's going to score. And for some reason they held Langdon at third.
Doug, I believe he could have made it.
I think you're right. They hold Langdon at third. Corey Williamson's on second base with an RBI double. David Martin the batter now. Drew McGehee on deck, and the Devils have one in. It's now 6-3 with the runners at second and third. Tying run at the plate in Martin. 2 outs. High ball one. Low ball two. High ball two. Johnson steps off the mound, stretches a little bit. Maybe a little fatigue setting in on Johnson. He's pitched 5 innings. Low ball 4, and Martin will take his base. Bases loaded now. Langdon at third, Williamson at second, Martin at first, and McGeehee's the batter with Craven on deck. 2 outs in the inning and 1 run in. And the East Webster pitcher calls for a pitching change as Johnson goes out to left field, and the left fielder comes in. The left fielder being Miles, number 20. or excuse me, that's number 24, rather. Dusty Womack. We'll take a break now while he warms up.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Pitcher is warmed up. Drew McGehee now steps into the box. Matt Craven on deck. Dusty Womack is your pitcher of record now as he comes in from left field. Johnson goes out to left field. Low and outside, ball one to McGehee. Bases full of Devils. First, second, third. Tying run stands at first base. 6-3 your score. McGehee hits it toward the second baseman. He feels it, comes up with it cleanly and gets the out. And East Webster dodges a big bullet as they get out of it with only allowing one run to score. At the end of 5 complete innings of play, 6-3 is your score in favor of East Webster. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning and right after this.
Buying a home is the biggest investment and the most important decision most families ever make. At Mechanics, our goal is to guide you through the loan process as quickly as possible, while providing the hands-on experience and friendly service you've come to expect from us since 1892. Come by one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. Let Mechanics Bank help you invest in a friendly future.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suites by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suites by Ashley, Berkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town. Visit the new location today, across from the courthouse on Blackmer Drive. Call 473-3023.
Drugstore, family owned and operated since 1905, is located in the heart of downtown Water Valley, offering over-the-counter medications, greeting cards, chinaware, Bibles, and children's books, and the latest in soaps. Vegetable glycerine soap and oleo soap expressions are available in several remarkable fragrances and exciting designs. Their snack bar has your favorite drinks and snacks. Stop in at the only locally owned drugstore, Turnage Drugstore, guardian of your health since 1905.
All right, Womack, Walker throws him out. Womack grounds out to Walker, 6-3 on the putout. Neil Sanders, the batter. Galilid on deck. Gladid. Low and outside, ball one. Low and outside, ball two. Foul ball down the third baseline. Strike one.
You can't see no more. That, I mean, like, you know, we go out and out. That's okay, but you pass that line or that line going to first. When I like it. When I like it. You know, I know a little bit of
Swing and a miss as the breaking ball fools him way out in front. 2-2 to count now. Foul ball back toward the Blue Devil dugout. Ball hit toward the second baseman. Craven fields it cleanly. Throws him out at first.
Sanders grounds out to the second baseman, Matt Craven.
4-3 on the putout. Gladed, the batter, Reed on deck.
Hey, batter, shortstop, number 8. Robbie Gillihan.
Gillett. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of the breaking ball. 0-2. Oh! And looking awful good from here, but we don't have the umpire's view. Low 2. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Oh, and he rung him up on a curveball. No runs, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning of play with the Blue Devils trailing by 3. We'll be back right after this.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever, you name it, they got it. Bedroom suits by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suits by Ashley, Berkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
Leading off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the 6th inning of play, second baseman Matt Craven, followed by Ward Walker and then Byron Surratt. Outside, ball 1. Blue Devils looking for base runners as they trail by 3. Strike 1 called. Womack the pitcher now. High ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to count now to Matt Craven. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Craven pops it up, gonna be out of play. Foul ball. Two strike count on Craven. Low. Full count now on Matt. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Devils trying to get a little something started here in the bottom of the 6th. Craven cracks one deep to right field. Right fielder manages to get under it and make the play for the putout.
Cleveland flies out to the right fielder.
Ward Walker, the batter. Byron Surratt on deck.
Shortstop,
One out.
3, Ward Walker.
Low, ball one. Low, ball two. Strike called. One ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 call. 2-2. Ball 3, full count now. Full count on Walker. 1 out in the inning. Surratt on deck. Walker tees off on one. And the left fielder, manages to camp under and catch it for the out. Byron Surratt, the batter. Brandon Hawkins on deck. 2 outs for the Rivals here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 6-3.
We've had 2 good hits right in a row, Doug. Just couldn't quite get the mustard up enough to get over the fence.
Strike 1 on Surratt. Surratt jumps one, gonna land out there in for a hit just over the outstretched arms of the second baseman. That brings up Brandon Hawkins. Jason Langdon on deck. 2 outs. Hawkins has struck out twice and grounded out to the shortstop. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul ball, the umpire calls it. 2 strikes. That one went right down the line. One ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Two strikes on the batter. 2 outs in the inning. No runner on, no runs in, 1 run on. Runner on at first, Byron Surratt. Hawkins puts one into the air towards center field. It's going to be caught for the out as the center fielder gets there and makes the catch for the 3rd out. And that's the end of the 6th inning of play. 6-3 is your score in favor of the East Webster Wolverines. And we'll be back with the top of the 7th right after this.
Every time you enter your bank, do the people seem glad to see you? Do they know your name? More importantly, do you know theirs? All banks offer nearly the same service, but it's the people that make the difference. And Mechanics has the people. We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Lafayette and Yalobusha counties since 1892, and that means counting on us to always be there. Stop by any one of our 5 locations in Oxford and Water Valley. You'll be glad you did, and so will we.
Johnson's Furniture, Water Valley, now in the new location, 116 Blackmer Drive, across from the courthouse. With better prices than ever. You name it, they got it. Bedroom suits by Vaughn Bassett, Universal, many others. Top name living room suits by Ashley, Berkline, and Comfort. Electronics department featuring big screen TVs, DVD players, theater surround sound systems, huge home stereos, top name appliances, plush recliners of all sizes, hundreds of pieces of home furnishings. All at Johnson's Furniture in Water Valley, where you get the guaranteed best price in town.
Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic, along with staff, are proud supporters of the Water Valley Blue Devils and wish them the best during the 2002 baseball season. Dr. Joe Walker and Dr. Bo Milicevic are located next to the Yalobusha County Hospital in Water Valley.
Seventh inning now, leading off for the Wolverines of East Webster will be number 10, the third baseman Blake Reed, followed by the designated hitter number 15, Cody Carden, and then the catcher number 12, Jonathan Frost. Strike called. Drew McGee still on the mound for the Blue Devils. Drew has 4 strikeouts in a couple of innings' work. Reed hits one off the end of the bat down the first base line. Foul. Strike 2. McGee toward the shortstop. Walker fields, throws, gets him out. 6-3 on the putout. Designated hitter Cody Carden, the batter. Frost on deck. 1 out. Carden lines one into left field for a single. Brings up number 12, the catcher, Frost. Putting in a courtesy runner for the designated hitter, number 3, going into the ball game. Frost steps in now. Runner is back as McGee chasing him back to first base. Strike 1. Frost hit the second of the 2-run homers in the bottom of the first inning of play, and has then grounded out to the shortstop and reached the last time at bat. Popped up into deep right field. Langdon unable to come up with it. And 2 runners are on. Carden goes to second, or the courtesy runner for Carden goes to second. Frost reaches on the single Eric Johnson, the batter now. Brent Miles on deck. Johnson, the left fielder. Miles, the pitcher, on deck.
Devils really needed that particular out then. Can't give up any more runs at all, I don't believe, Doug.
No, I think you're right, Bob. First and second. Ball to the outside. One ball, no strikes now to Johnson. Johnson attempts a bunt and fouls it off. Strike one. One ball, one strike to count now to the left fielder, Eric Johnson. Top of the seventh inning, 6-3 is your score in favor of the East Webster Wolverines. Here on a brisk spring evening in Water Valley, Mississippi. Squares to butt, foul tip.
It has gotten brisk compared to the beginning of the game.
Oh, brisk nothing. It's cold.
Just go ahead and say it's cold, right?
It's cold.
Brisk is for tea.
That's right. Pops it up in the air down the first base line. Eubanks is unable to get there as it's in foul territory. Two strikes still on Johnson. Runners at first and second. Carden and Frost. Oh,
Close.
close. Called it a ball. Two. And he hit him. Hit him on the leg. Johnson gets on as he's hit by the pitch. Brent Miles, the batter now. Fancher on deck. One out, and the base is loaded. Number 23 going in for Miles. Coach Higdon decides to have a little chat with the Devils on the mound. He calls them all in. Bases loaded with Wolverines, and you really need to try, Bob, here, and can't really afford to give up any more runs. You're already down by 3. And the Devils just really haven't hit the ball well tonight, so 3 runs is a hard deal to come up with to begin with one more at bat, much less any more.
That's right, yeah. It's, like I say, with the bats being about as cool as the weather is tonight, it'll be tough to make it up any more than what it is.
Number 23 now batting for 20. Ball one. Foul back out of play, strike one. Foul ball as the suicide squeeze was on. Two strikes. as the Wolverines have been caught with that suicide squeeze not working once before as they've had a batter tagged out. Gets the bunt down this time. Runner slides in safely as McGehee thought he was able to get the ball there in time, but they score the run. And the Wolverines go up by 4. Fancher the batter. Womack on deck.
A little discussion between the Wolverines coach and the ump.
And they're getting all their numbers straight as to who's running for who and who ain't running for what. And Fancher the batter now. Womack on deck. 1 out, 1 run in. Bases still loaded. McGehee set to deliver. Strike call. McGehee set, time call. Coaches changes his signs there at the last minute. Foul back, strike 1. All righty, here he comes. Foul tip. Everybody's got to hold up, and that one's going to be attempted foul on the 3rd strike is out. That's second out of the inning. That would be the same thing as considered a strikeout. That brings up Dusty Womack, the batter now. Neil Sanders on deck. 2 outs in the inning, 1 run in, bases still loaded as McGehee tries to get out of here with just allowing the 1 run to come in. Devils trailing by 4. Oh, my goodness, that one's going to go into the gap out there in right center field, and that's going to bring a bunch of them home. Scores 2, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Scores 2. Womack advances to second base. Sanders the batter now, Glad on deck, and that's 3 runs in this inning. That bumps the score up to 9-2. Runners at second and third for East Webster. Sanders the batter now. They're going to intentionally walk Sanders to set up the force and bring Glad to the plate. Sanders comes through with the big hit into the gap.
Been so many changes tonight, Doug. The umps having trouble keeping up with the numbers of the players.
Glad the batter now. 3 runs in. McGehee steps off the mound. Ball again, hit out into center field. Scores 1 run. Gonna score 2 as Martin can't come up with it. Sanders moves around to second base. He's got runners at first and second as Glad moves over there. Blake Reed, the batter now. Cody Carden on deck. 5 runs in the inning. 11. There's the one hit. Fair ball. Well, they call it foul. First they were calling it fair, then they called it foul. Strike 1.
I believe that was the Wolverines coach calling it fair.
It's 11-2 right now, Bob, and the Blue Devils are in danger of getting 10 runs here. Low ball 1.
Yeah, the game really has turned ugly in this last inning.